Spit your game, talk your shit, rap your game, call your flow, use your clip, hit the right one, step and we acting like one.
This is Spit Your Game, Talk Your Ish podcast. This is episode 7. I'm Dano. As you guys are wondering, where's P? Where's Winter? The group is fine. It's just, unfortunately, P won't be with us for a little minute due to some circumstances that's out of our control and his control. He's away right now, as much as I could say. That's as much as I can say or get into. And I didn't want to let another week lapse without, giving the people that support us, the people that look forward to us every Tuesday, without giving them an update of what's been going on. So, unfortunately, my man was taken off these streets. And at first, I didn't know what to do as far as continuing the podcast, I didn't want to seem like I was just moving on without P. That's my brother. I love him. And, he's a major part of this show. He's the reason why I wanted to do the podcast in the beginning. So I really was fighting with myself as far as, do I just let, what we've been doing for the last 6 weeks just go down the drain, or how do I, try to bounce back from that? And a lot of people have been telling me I need to keep going. I reached out to his family. I reached out to a couple of people that's close to him, and I asked their opinion. I got their blessing, and then I finally spoke to P. And, as my brother would say, he's like, yo, the show got to go on, bro. Like, I want you to keep doing it. You got to keep doing it. So I was like, all right, cool. And once I got his blessing, I felt a burden lift up off my shoulders. So that was cool. We had a guest that was supposed to come, but due to time and due to schedule and what's been going on, it just it didn't work out this week. But we will be back in effect for episode 8. But I definitely wanted to give you guys, the people that that supported us, the people that shout us out, the people that like, comment, subscribe, repost, always shouting us out. I definitely wanted to give you guys an update of what's been going on. Winter's fine. I just felt like I wanted to sit down and let you guys know, like, just, what I've been dealing with. And I feel like, whenever you want something bad, whenever you really striving to do something, whenever you're striving to do something good, you're always going to be put to a test. And I feel like these are the tests. Like, you could either fold and be like, you know what, maybe I'm not cut out for this. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Or you could just try to find a solution and, keep pushing forward. So this is just me trying to find a solution. This is just me trying to push forward. So I know you guys, everybody loves P. I love P. And, he will be back. So please don't think that he's not coming back. Please don't think that he's not a part of the show, because he is. It wouldn't be no show without P. So just know that, just maybe going forward for a couple of weeks, it may just be me and Winter. It may just be myself. We may have guests, but it will go forward. So I guess I just wanted to give you guys a little update. Pardon me if I'm stuttering over my words. It's just been hectic. My boy's been, A1 dude. I hate to see him in the situation that he's in. It's always difficult when you have good dudes, good people, male and female, get caught up in a situation because other people. And it's frustrating, It's frustrating when you on the right path, you changing your life, and it makes it seem like being a good person doesn't pay off. And you don't want to develop that mind state like, damn, like, a lot of sucker niggas is winning, a lot of sucker shit is winning. And you don't want to cave into that. You don't want to fall into that trap of, you know what? Well, this sucker shit, this bitch ass shit is what's winning. So I'm going to turn into that. You know what I'm saying? So it's few people that stand on their morals, that stand on what they believe, that don't budge. And you got to value that. And that's what I value about my boy. Like, he stand on his morals. He stand on what he believes. And it's unfortunate that he's in the situation that he's in, but I know he's going to make it through. I spoke to him. He said he 10 toes down. His head is high. He's in good spirits, and that's what it is. So now it's like I got to get my spirit back because I feel like I lost my. I feel like with him being gone, I lost a part of me. Like and I don't know how many people lost somebody to the system, but it's not a good feeling, especially when you know that the circumstances isn't their fault or wasn't in their favor. So it's definitely a rough transition, not just for the show, that's just my dog. You know what I'm saying? It's just somebody I would talk to every day, joke with every day. You know, he give me advice, I give him advice. You know, we use each other's motivation. So, you know, just not having that comfort right there is unsettling. Like that was my dog from when we was behind the wall. So, but yeah, so that's the update with Spit Your Game right now. But I guarantee you, I promise you that it will continue. The show must go on. Like I said, P said we have to keep it going because he wants, as soon as he gets out, he wants to jump right back into it. So that's just been my 2 weeks. It's been hectic. It's been crazy. It's been stressful. But I feel like, you know, I've been through worse. You know what I'm saying? I've been tested through worse situations, and I came out on top. I never look at things as a loss, always as a lesson. I'm always willing to learn. I'm not afraid of failure. I'm not afraid of, you know, trying to figure out what's the next solution or what's the best solution. And I think that's what a lot of us have to understand. I think a lot of people are afraid to try. And if you are afraid to try, you're already lost. So I just ask that y'all continue to rock with Spit Your Game, Talk Your Ish. I ask that y'all, if you haven't caught up on the previous episodes, tune in, check it out. We'll be back, you know, with our controversial debates, our controversial topics, our real shit. We'll definitely be back on deck next week. But I just felt like I owe it to you guys to let you know, like, just what's been going on. I didn't want to let another Tuesday come by and not give you guys anything. So yeah, so you know.
Yo. Good.
That's my engineer, people. You know what I'm saying? So.
I'm real, man. I'm the unseen voice.
Yeah. That's the engineer. That's the.
Yeah.
You know.
Happy to definitely be here. Shout out to Winter. Shout out to Poliano. I'm the I guess the sound anchor for the pod.
Absolutely.
And you know, super privileged to always be here. Super excited, man. So
right.
You know, it's been a crazy 2 weeks.
Crazy, bro.
Crazy 2 weeks.
Like, oh man. But again, I appreciate the kind words, the you know, the motivation just to keep it going from you. You know what I'm saying?
No, absolutely. So, it's, you know, we had these conversations offline, you know, just as creatives. We always going to have obstacles,
right.
You know, and that's just part of the game. You know, we talk in terms of business and, you know, more so just content. But, you know, as we discussed offline, this is what, you know, the big dog would have wanted, and he wants to continue because the reality is this is monumental.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so there's so much that people can get from this form of content.
Right.
And it could expand to, you know, many different levels. So, you know, like Big Dog said, the show got to go on. And, you know, ain't, this is no loss. This is just a lesson. And we just going to continue to move forward. So y'all probably hear me every so often. You know, every week when necessary. But you know, last 2 weeks been crazy. I ain't getting no damn sleep, Big Dog, because these niggas and these firecrackers is getting on my damn nerves, man.
These firecrackers is like, it's like they not running out, man. Like, between I don't know if everybody's using their unemployment money to fucking, but it's to the point where I'm with ratchet shit. I'm with having fun, but like these shits is never ending, man. They got bombed. These shits is bombs. New York, Brooklyn done turned into Iraq.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? These shits is setting off car alarms. These shits is shattering car windows. Motherfuckers can't sleep. So it's like, I hope the July 4th, I hope this was the end of the fireworks.
Nope.
Nah.
They turning this shit right back on. This shit ain't gonna stop, though.
It's like,
this shit ain't gonna stop.
10 o'clock in the morning to 6 o'clock in the morning, it's all non-stop, consistent fireworks. Like, I don't know, man.
Nah, that's a fact.
I think that, you know what, 2020 is just like, you just got to be prepared for anything.
Facts.
Like, you don't know what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? From the time 2020, we brought in 2020 in the new year, it's just been a fucking, every month has been something new that's like, what the fuck?
My OG told me this. He said, you know, never in his 50 years of living has he seen back-to-back events. You know what I'm saying? Right. And he was like, he really alone because, you know, from what he read, and he's into the studying, you know what I'm saying? He's into, you know, the conspiracy theories and blah, 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 you know, and he was saying, man, like, make sure that, you know, you doing the right thing. A lot of people getting this unemployment and just eating crab legs and boils all weekend. And,
I mean, a lot of people are mad that people are winning off the unemployment. Like, I don't see what's the big deal. You have a lot of people that's really angry. A lot of people that's happy that it's coming to an end. Like, why does it matter that somebody is able to get unemployment, enjoy it? You know how many times you hear people that I wish I could get paid and not do nothing? Like, this is literally what's happening.
Well, I mean, I think the people that's mad is because they still have to go to work, and the reality is that they're hearing the numbers of people getting unemployment, $600, $700, and that's how much they make at their job.
Right. I mean,
you know
I get it, but you got to get that hate out your heart. Like, it's not, you have a job. You know that eventually this is going to come to an end, and they're going to have to figure out a way to, you know, what's going to be the next hustle, what's going to be the next come up. But you have something consistently.
Was this would you say though that this unemployment was like a kind of like a preemptive thing, you know, to kind of just stop people from going completely crazy?
I think they had to do that. I think when you shut down the world, like, you shut down the world, it was like, I think it was at 1.40 million people that filed unemployment.
Facts.
It's for this, like, the real scamming or whatever, where they say people are finessing or whatever the case may be. People are out of work, and people are still out of work.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you needed that. Because what's going to happen? When people don't have money, violence goes up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When people are hungry, what's going to happen? You know what I'm saying? When people when people don't know where their next dollar's coming from, and that baby's crying, that baby needs this, that baby needs that, you need this, you need that. Desperate times calls for desperate measures. So I think that it was needed. Because think about when the courts open back up. Think about when if people wasn't managing their money right, eviction. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, people may be balling and buying crab legs, buying fireworks, buying all the Jordans or whatever. Amiris. Just think about all of that. But now it's like, when it's back to reality and it stops, because it's gonna stop.
What does it look like? Because that's what my OG was telling me. It's going to be blood in the streets. Like,
I believe so.
He was like, yo, it's going to be like the 90s, the late 80s, you know, that era before there was cameras.
I definitely think,
you know, niggas going to be running in niggas' cribs and wilding the fuck out.
You know, history always repeats itself. So I think that it's the streets now is turning into the Wild Wild West. Look how many shootings we had. I think in the past week, it was like 119 shootings. Yeah, facts. Just in New York City. Facts. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot has to do with people not wanting to call the police. A lot has to do with it's no hop out boys. It's no more detectives. And a lot of people may not feel me on this, but I am with defunding the police. Absolutely. I am with feeling like as much money as they get, that should be going to teachers. That should be going to nurses. That should be going to other places. But
are we ready to police ourselves?
I don't think we are. I don't think that the majority of us, it is people that are ready, but the majority of us are not ready to handle that. You understand what I'm saying? Look how fast the shootings went up in broad daylight. These is not nights, in broad daylight. When you don't have to worry about the D's, when you don't have to worry about plainclothes cops, you're willing to take that risk. You're willing, when you see your op at 10 o'clock in the morning. Look at that shooting. It was 2 shootings in broad daylight. One dude got killed 10 in the morning washing his car. The other,
man,
was somebody on the stoop.
That was different. It's crazy.
When the last time you heard about a killing like that in broad daylight?
They had It's funny that you say that. Like the studio, right?
Yeah.
Where we at now is in the East. So the brother, you know what I'm saying, that you're talking about, he was a big factor. Outside, and you know, it's crazy. Like I was driving probably like 2 days ago, and they shut down the whole Fountain Avenue, and all you heard was brown.
Yeah.
But you know, what that signified to me when I first seen it was that everybody could get touched. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody's untouchable. You know, your name in the streets, you know, is everything.
Absolutely.
But nowadays, that don't even matter. You can have a sturdy name and then
the respect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I think that's what separates the streets now from back in the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. Your name meant something and they had respect to it. So people like, yo, all right, you know what I mean? Now, young niggas, I don't care about that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get my name off of you.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So, and then like I said, it's just it's no street ethic. It's no unwritten codes no more. It's no unwritten rules. It's nothing but chaos. You know what I'm saying? We used to live in a time where respect outpowered fear. Now we live in a time where fear outpowers respect. And that's the issue.
Yeah.
When somebody's scared, they're gonna do whatever they have to do. You know what I'm saying? When I was locked up, this OG asked me, he said, yo, what you rather be? Feared or respected? So, you know, I was like, I said I'd rather be respected. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather respect than fear, because I know if I'm ever to the point where I'm scared of an individual, I know how I would react. You know what I'm saying? But if you have a respect, people confuse, like, I could respect you and not like you, but I respect you as an individual. I respect what you stand for. So it's a certain thing that I won't do. When I don't have that respect for you, then it's nothing that I wouldn't do to you. And people don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? These kids is running around. You putting fear in people's hearts to where now they feel like they got to do something drastic, so they don't got to live like that. Nobody wants to live in fear.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? No one. Facts. From abusive women to abusive kids, that no one wants to live in fear. So I think that's where we at right now. And I think.
And you know what's so crazy? I'm gonna keep it a band with you, bro, because I'm so sick of this whole ops. Like, if you a black man out here, you know what I'm saying, and you're not positioning yourself in life a certain type of way, then the biggest op you got is yourself.
Absolutely.
When you look in the mirror, that's your op, because you know, these niggas be fighting wars that just don't. I understand. Now, here's the thing. I understand.
Right. Because
it becomes deep rooted. You lose somebody, and somebody, you know, has to suffer the consequence. I understand it.
Absolutely.
But if this ain't a sign that this ain't the time,
right?
Because, like, I ain't gonna lie, I don't see the purpose of having ops right now when we got cops. You know what I'm saying? And it's they going crazy.
Right.
They going crazy. I just seen something, and I'm gonna keep it all the way a band. I was happy to see it. It was out of state. Young dude was waiting for medical attention. I don't know if you seen it in front of the hospital.
I don't think so.
And they tried to press him. He had locks and everything. They tried to press him for his ID or whatever. And he's with his mans, and his mans is in front of the hospital waiting for medical attention. And the cop started roughhousing him, and he defended himself, punched them all in the face. They beating up on the. I don't advocate for beating up on police, but to me, you know what I'm saying? If they do something like that to you, it's in your constitution. You have the right to defend yourself against unlawful arrest and officers that abuse power. To me, that's the new cool. That's the new gangster. You know what I'm saying? If you out here trying to fire on black men, whether you jacking this or that or this or that, at the end of the day, that don't mean nothing. Because the reality is you still got to suffer the consequences of being a black man running out here. And I feel this personally, and I'm advocating for this personally. You know what I'm saying? For now, dead old beef, because guess what? There's a whole middle America that we are not even familiar with. And because it's looking crazy right now. And when it gets even worse, guess what's going to happen? Black people going to suffer even more. So if we not coming together looking to do certain things together, then we really going to suffer. You know what I'm saying? I'm jacking dead all beef, man, because it don't even make any sense at this
I definitely
point.
respect that. Like, I think that, you know, I do understand certain beef can't be, a lot of people can't turn the other cheek. You killed my man. I feel away. And that's respectable. But I think it's a certain time. You know what I'm saying? I think that I think now is the time to put it aside. Like, you know what I'm saying? We don't gotta hold hands. We ain't gotta do all that. But understand that it's bigger than like it's bigger than Nino Brown right now. You dig what I'm saying? Like we're at a crossroads where you have like with the fireworks situation. We joke about it, but people are naturally scared. They don't know if it's gunshot.
That's
they don't
a
know
fact.
what it is.
That's a fact.
And they're scared to call the cops because now they don't want to call the cops because they know that it could escalate into something else.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So it's like we're you know, if we're in a position to maintain and control our community, that's what we should do.
And
you know,
going back to the fireworks, my fault. You know what I'm saying? To me, okay, it's cool to celebrate. It's fun. Fine. But black people, we don't really have too much to celebrate for. So what are we doing? We in the middle of the streets. Them firecrackers is bread, first and foremost.
Yeah.
So instead of looking to take some of that money to actually invest in a tangible business, something that's going to help, we send up there blowing fireworks in the air, and then we don't get nothing in return from that, but just a moment. Like, we got to stop certain things.
But you know what it is, too? It's like, I feel like black people suffer so much post-traumatic stress that anything that can take our mind off of it for a time being, that's what we'll do. So if, you know, this week it could be fireworks. Next week it could be water guns. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but we suffer so much. Like I said, we're still fighting. We're still trying to advocate for civil rights. Like, this is not even, we're not trying to advocate for anything but to just be treated civilly.
Right.
In 2020, that is crazy enough. I shouldn't have to argue about being treated with respect. I shouldn't have to argue about being treated like a human being that the Constitution that I'm supposed to be protected under is made for.
Well, you know, the Constitution, and when people get into that, especially black people, like, we got to really understand, we were brought here, and this country was never made for us. That's one. Number two, we have to act as if we want to actually enforce the Constitution. So what do I mean by that? The main way that you act as if you want to enforce anything is through your economics.
Right.
After your economics is secured, then you start tapping in with your political structures.
Okay.
That's the two steps. Again,
but if black people are never taught as far as to maintain, because black people are, sometimes we are our worst enemy. We're crabs in a barrel. So I might have a hustle. I might have a play. I might have something that could put you on. But because I don't want to see you eat, or because I'm worried about maybe you surpassing me, I won't pass this knowledge. I won't pass this connect on to you. And I just had this conversation with my brother. So, you know, it's people that we know that's in play that could do or maybe help out in certain situations. And sometimes people don't offer that help for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, are you entitled to feel a type of way that somebody that you know, somebody that you consider your friend, somebody that you consider an ally, are you entitled to feel a way that they don't extend the olive branch that can help maybe put you in a better situation or help you with a situation that you're dealing with? Are they considered your ally? And that's the thing with black people. So when black people get this stimulus money, when black people get this unemployment money, no, they're not thinking about, you know what? I don't want to say all. Some are not thinking, yo, you know what? Let me stack this. This is free bread. Let me stack this and maybe turn this into a business. You know what I'm saying? Let me do this. Let me do that. But you do have some, because the black female is the fastest, do I want to say gender or that's becoming entrepreneurs.
Entrepreneurs, fact. Shout out to the black women, man. We
Shout
love
out
y'all.
to black women, whether it's eyelashes, whether it's hair, whether it's nails, makeup, whatever. They are coming together and realizing, you know what, I'd rather take a business over a Birkin. You know what I'm saying?
You know, that's so crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because I think as black men, we need to really pay attention and actually learn from that. If that's not a good example of mobilization, then I don't know what is.
Right.
But, you know, here's the wild part. You know what I'm saying? It's a double-edged sword. Because when you give, or well, not give, because we don't give. They earn that. Black women who go out and they start businesses, they empower themselves, they have jobs, and then they turn the job into a flip, and then they're running a business. And, you know, I love that. Man, there's nothing more sexy than me, beautifully, than a woman that's handling her business.
No, absolutely.
You know, when they wear the, you know, I don't know about you, man, but a girl with, you know what I'm talking about, the gray, the banker suit with the the skirt.
The little
I
woman,
like
the
that.
woman business suit.
Yeah, I like that.
No, I agree. I feel like.
But hold on. We as black men, and I'm gonna let you get into it. We as black men have to learn from that. You understand? Because they're doing black women collectively the best that they can with what they know, but at least they're doing something towards construction. You know what I'm saying? And actually building. Black men, we need to take a page out of their playbook this time around and start saying, okay, instead of blowing money on this and that, let me get at least two of my brothers together and let's see if we can open up a barbershop.
But let me ask you something though. And you're right, they don't think like that. You have females that have vision board parties and that have we having a girls' night and we thinking about what can we do. You know what I'm saying? Like, ladies, don't ask your man for that Gucci bag. Ask him for $1,000. Let's all take out $1,000. 10 of us, now we have $10,000. Now let's go do something. Like, they are doing that. I come and I tell my man, like, yo, bro, I gotta play. I don't want to do that. Okay, cool. You can't force nobody. And what I'm learning with building this podcast and building this brand, you can't force your vision onto someone else. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't force someone to see the dream, to see the potential that what you're trying to do can have. You know what I mean? But with black women, it becomes, they can do that. They're the biggest motivator. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're the biggest motivator. I'm talking to my lady and she's like, nah, you got to do the podcast. Don't give up. You know what I'm saying? You see the vision. Like, you could see that. So I just think that we just have to, black men have to stop being crabs in a barrel. If I know that, damn, I know Rel got a situation with his studio. I know you might have mentioned maybe you trying to expand. Yo, Rel, I got a guy over here. He got a vacant property. He looking to see what he could do with it. I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna pass you his number. Maybe that might work out for you.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But some people don't think like that.
Right.
Yo, bro, I know you said you're trying to do your music thing. You know my man is a DJ. Give me something to give him.
Right.
People don't do that.
Right.
It's either a fee, it's either they trying to middleman a situation, or they just genuinely don't want nobody to surpass them.
Right.
And that's the hate that we have to get out. That's it's embedded, and that stems back to with people having to go to work every day and watch other people get unemployment. I go to work. I don't care about that. I don't care that if I go to work, but I know my man is in the bed. He calling me at 12 o'clock, but in the afternoon, he just waking up, but he getting unemployment. That don't bother me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Get it how you can. As long it's not, you're not knocking somebody over their head. You're not hurting the community. You're not making us look bad. Get it how you gonna get it.
I heard somebody say this to me, and it kind of bust my whole head. Somebody said to me that when it comes to the unemployment game and just how everything is going with it, what it's actually doing is it's kind of coddling us. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying, in a sense.
Right.
And then what it also is doing to a lot of people is it's making them lie about their lifestyle. Because...
But people been doing that.
Right, but now it's at a little bit more of a heightened thing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And it's also for the economy. it's actually making things worse as an overall thing, because it's like anything in any sort of market. If you got too much of something fluctuating in the market and circulating, for lack of a better word, circulating through the market, then the value of it goes down.
Yeah, right.
So what I'm observing is the actual dollar plummeting because everybody got money now.
Right. If you think about it, it's with if you look at a situation where people who have and the have-nots, the dollar is always going to circulate and it's going to do what it has to do. If the economy has to crash, then it has to crash. The unemployment, people lying about their lifestyle, people been doing that. It's just at a larger scale now because of the amount of money that we all are getting now. Like everybody who's flying unemployment is getting an abundance of money. They're getting more money than they would have got had they been going to work every day. So if I only making $350 a week and now they giving me $700, then that's what it's gonna be. I think that the lying about the lifestyle, of course, I mean, it's at an all-time high right now. I mean, that's never gonna go away. Even when this unemployment stops, people are still gonna do that. I think that the biggest thing is, as far as coddling, I don't want to say that because I think that when this is over, because it's gonna be over, they're gonna stop pushing the money out. What's gonna happen? We're gonna be in a deeper recession, and if you're extra poor now, you're not really gonna feel it. The recession hurts the middle class. Look how many millionaires turned billionaires in this pandemic. You have
Facts.
Like, so you have to lose for someone to gain. That's just how this world works. You know what I'm saying? You have to lose. Like, so you think about everybody that's shopping now. Everybody now that the stores is open up. Look at the lines to get in the stores. People are trying to spend money. People are trying to do this too. And like I said, it's because you have to take your mind off of your daily reality. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go buy me. You know what? I'm gonna treat myself nice. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to think about what's gonna happen in August. Mm-hmm. I don't want to think about August 1st when rent is due. I don't want to think about that. Mm-hmm. You know what? I just want to. Outside is opening up. Let me treat myself to something nice. Let me buy this. Let me buy that. And and that is the wrong mind state to have. But that's just how black people over the years been dealing with problems. You know what I mean? When with from the Great Depression to now, you created the welfare system. Mm-hmm. Okay, you know what? I could rely on the government for sanctuary. I could get a nice apartment in the projects, and as long as I keep it nice, it's good. I could get welfare. I could get this. I could get public assistance. I could get
so let me ask you a controversial question. Yeah. This is objectively speaking. Are we truly ready to actually have some form of freedom without because what I'm hearing, and I understand what you're saying, but here's a quick question. Are we ready to have freedom and actually pay the price to what it costs? Because put it to you this way, like I said, it goes to me saying what I was saying before about the coddling. In order for you to experience freedom, you have to actually put in the work. You know what I'm saying? Like, freedom's not really free. You know what I'm saying? It's something that's you're earned. And I think with having that type of mentality, that welfare mentality, you can't really build, and you can't. Here's a weird thing. This may sound so controversial, but you can't get really mad at the system if you're, in one hand, dependent on the system. And so now I understand we built the system.
Right.
Here's the reality. Or the system was built off of us. I should say we didn't voluntarily build it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The system was built off of us. And so that gives us a disadvantage. Right. But the reality of the situation is now we're living in an information age. So there's really no, I can't say excuse, because it's like this. If you're aware of your sickness, then you start trying to do things to heal yourself.
Right.
And I think that we have to kind of deal with that and really be objectively speaking. You know what I'm saying?
I think that a lot of people, I feel like a lot of people and a lot of black people, we don't like to deal with reality. I like to deal with reality. I like to deal with facts, whether it's whether it may hurt my feelings, whether it may piss me off, I'd rather deal with facts. So the fact of the matter is, we live in a society where you have to have rich and you have to have poor. My statistics teacher, I think his name was Mr. Grissett or something. He said something that just, if I left high school, this is what I left high school with. You have to have a garbage man, and you have to have somebody that's going to tell him what to do. Everybody doesn't have the mind state to be a boss. Somebody has to be told what to do. Some people like to be told what to do. Some people don't like to have to make certain decisions. You understand what I'm saying? So you're always going to have somebody, that's just the balance of what it is. You understand what I'm saying? You look at somebody homeless and you're like, damn, I don't want to be that. You know what I'm saying? So that could be your motivation. Like, damn, I can't put myself in this position. So I have to go out and do what I have to go to work every day. I got to hustle. I got to do this. I got to do that. You understand what I'm saying? So for black people, no, I don't think that we're there yet. I feel like, we have a lot of powerful leaders. Like, we have the Tamikas, we have the Mysons, we have...
Shout out to Myson.
Yeah, we have the T.I.s, we have countless others that are conscious. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you.
But they don't have the platform. They don't have the platform yet that can really have people thinking like, you know what? Let's do better. Each one teach one. Let me help you to get to a better position. You understand what I'm saying? Like just like, and I don't want to lose this train of thought. Just like I just had this. I do construction, so I'm talking to this kid. He's white, cool kid. Green though, like he's 21 years old. He doesn't have a care in the world. You know what I'm saying? And we was joking with him. We was like, yo, you ever had a black person at your dinner table? And he said no. Like he never had a black person over his house for dinner. Cool. He doesn't pay rent. He makes good money. He doesn't. His parents don't charge him for rent. He don't pay no bills in the house. His parents don't take no money out his check. Now, this is the concept that white people have that black people don't have.
Yeah,
white people, some.
Yeah.
They don't let their kids can leave home when they're ready. They don't take no money from them. If they help out, they help out. You know what I'm saying? When black people was old enough to come a paycheck, you got to start pulling your weight around here.
Yeah, facts.
So now kids are, you know what, I want to leave because I don't want to pay these bills. I want to pay my own. But mentally, they're not ready. Yeah. Mentally, they don't know how to maintain a home. Mentally, they don't know about credit. Yeah, they don't know about, they don't know about that. White people teach white people, Caucasians, Jews, Chinese, they teach their kids that. They teach them like, okay, and even if they take money, my man, okay, he's white. He was living with his parents. And his father was taking a portion of his bread. And, he didn't care. Like, I'm helping my dad out. He's not charging me. He's not killing me. He's not taking half my paycheck. I don't care. And he was like, Dad, I'm ready to move out. I found a place. All the money that he gave his father gave it to him for his down payment. Plus, he had money left over.
Well, let me ask you.
So, black people, we are trained on survival. We're not trained on living. You understand what I'm saying?
Is this generation the different one? Because here's the thing. Me and you are relatively the same age, right? Right. And so we're kind of like in that gray area. We're here in the digital age now.
1 foot in,
one foot out. So, right. But we remember what it's like when you didn't have your cell phone all the time. Right. Is this the generation that's going to make the change? Because like me, I had this conversation with my OG and my father, and he looked me dead in the face and he was like, yo, we failed you. We failed you with this whole integration concept.
No, absolutely. I feel like we did. I feel like that generation, and I get a lot of slack from this all the time. Like, no disrespect to Martin and, what he stood for, what he died for. But you failed us trying to fit in.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the Jews don't try to fit in. The Chinese people don't try to fit in. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you learn to stand on your own, then you won't worry about trying to fit in. So I absolutely agree because, like I said, we was trained on, our generation was trained on survival.
Facts.
We wasn't trained on living. We didn't learn about credit. We didn't learn. Half of us had cable bills in our name at 8 years, 10 years old.
Yo.
I had a cell phone in my name when I didn't even have a cell phone.
My pops is bugging.
So we didn't. So you're like, yo, how the fuck do I owe Nokia? And I'm fucking 8. Like, how do I owe Nokia? Like, Ma, explain how the fuck do I owe Nokia?
AT&T.
Right. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, what the fuck? So these are the things. So going back to what you said, I feel like this generation can change, but it can go either way. It can either get better or worse because this generation, their tolerance level
ain't there.
Is zero.
We ain't.
They don't.
Yeah.
And that could be a good thing or it could be a bad thing, depending on the guidance that they have. Because
facts.
That's why certain people. That's why they don't play with this generation because they are trained to go for real.
And it's nothing to lose.
It's nothing to lose.
Really nothing to lose.
They seen poverty at its finest.
Yeah. Born into it.
You understand what I'm saying? They know. I watch my little man like, yo, my mom's. I have to go get my school clothes. That shouldn't be a burden for a 16-year-old. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? Like, damn, like I ain't worried. I gotta go do whatever I gotta do to make sure that I could go to school how I want to go to school, or I'm not going to school. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, oh wow, but their lack of patience also could be good because that turning the other cheek is getting getting outdated now.
That's dead.
You understand what I'm saying? So,
dead.
But I just think that, and like I said, a lot of people, I'm all for the black community. I'm all for empowering all people everywhere, my people. But right now, at this very moment, I don't feel that we're ready because we still don't know how to love each other.
Yo, let me ask you a question. You said something, and it just triggered me.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we got to really address something too, just as a collective. We need to stop doing these fake little coalitions. I'm just gonna speak from my heart, okay? Like, we need to stop with this whole black and brown community, black and minority. No, we need just this is the black community.
Right.
This is what we going through. Mm-hmm. Stop, because what happens is it dilutes our situation, and then what happens? And the purpose, and then we'll put in the pain in terms of getting the national attention and trying to pass legislation, but we won't reap none of the rewards.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't even understand when you say black and minority, Spanish,
Mexican,
white women.
Right.
You understand? So we need to stop that whole jogging because, and that goes to show like the failure of our forefathers in terms of actually trying to get stuff done because they wanted to be buddy with everybody, thinking that everybody was going to be on our side. And one thing that I noticed about this generation is we realize ain't nobody on our side. We not even on our side.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's the big thing. So, I mean, I kind of, like I said, I'm on the fence about where we are now as a people because, like I said, it could go either way. It could continue to be positive, or it could continue to spiral downhill. And we won't really know until, like I said, once this public assistance stops, once the temperament of society dies down, that's when it will show what's all this for. You know what I'm saying? So I think we still have definitely a long way to go as far as just becoming independent, like just becoming. We don't want to support our own businesses. You don't want to support, and it goes both ways too. Because I've been meaning to say this, like, a lot of people saying, you know what? Let's not go to Asians or Chinese nail salons, right? And you have black nail technicians. You have black. Okay, cool. And I want to support your business. No, I don't want to argue with your price, but please, my girl shouldn't be like, yo, yeah, she said it's $150. Come on. Don't force me to, like, don't take advantage because everybody's trying to support and buy black that now you want to inflate the price. Let's just be reasonable. Let's one hand wash the other. No, you know what? I want you to come to me and I want you to tell other people to come to me. So I'm not going to try to rape you on the price. You know what I'm saying? If you know that I could go to Ming Lee and get the whole shit done for $80, why the fuck you charging me $150? You know what I'm saying? Like you're making it like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm not gonna do that. And that's the problem with black people. Like I said, that's
it's a black tax.
Yeah, like what do you like? Who wouldn't go back to the Asians?
Well, you know why I think we do that? And I'll be real with you. I think we do that because we come from a place of scarcity so much that every little extra penny that we could get a profit margin from,
but you squeeze.
We try and squeeze it, right? And that's the thing. Like we can't, because I agree with you. That's price gouging. In other words, that's a form of price gouging.
Right.
I agree with you. Here's the wild part, though. Right, and this is why it's very tough for us to really make a strong push, because again, we're focused on everything else except our economics collectively. Because here's the thing. When you start working economically collectively, you don't have to do these scarce tactics and scarce profit margin, because you know that you have a group that you can tap into that has a pool of money, so you don't have to be there.
But
like
but Rel, if you think about it, this is the most money black people as a collectively been touching.
I don't know
in a long time. From when you can remember.
Yeah, my experience.
From let's just go back from what we can remember. Let's not go back, but from what we can remember, this is the most money black people together have been touching, with this unemployment, with this money coming in weekly. Yeah. So once you give somebody, think about how many artists, how many famous people.
But hold on, what's the point of money to be able to purchase goods and services? So like I was saying to you before, because so much money is in the economy,
it becomes devalued.
And now you get prices that go up. So do we really have as much money, or do we have the look?
No, we have the
money.
look.
We have the look.
No, we absolutely have the look. So, but this is what I'm saying. So if we can't talk economics if it was never taught to us. You know what I'm saying? You can't. You know, like you have 100. It costs money to be outside. Like $100 bill to me is like a grown dollar to me. you know what I'm saying? Because I'll have $100, and next thing you know, I'm looking around like, where the rest of this bread go?
You got a quarter left.
You know what I'm saying? And it's I go out for a weekend, and I could spend easily $200, $300 and not know where it went. And like, damn, this is how much I spent this week. You know what I'm saying? Because. And I feel like for my age, and I'm good with handling my money. But you giving somebody that's, I got this amount of much money. Oh, okay, boom, boom. You got to think. Look how people are thinking. Oh, they can't evict us right now. So you know what? I'm not going to save. I'm not going to put a little bit on this rent. You know what I mean? I'm getting $800 a week. I'm not going to put $250 on this rent just to keep it. Fuck that. Because they thinking, you know what? They're going to come up with another solution. You know what I mean? Fuck that, my shit 4 months behind. They can't just evict me. This is how people are thinking. So, no, economically, we not ready. As opposed to, you know what? Nah, I'm not going to put this whole $800 on this rent. But I'm going to give them half. Half. So, even if it do come time where you in court, but you know what? I was getting $800 a week. You can see that I consistently been paying half. Now the judge is like, okay, cool. We got to work something out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But because, like you said, we've been relying on the system. We want to look like we're doing better than what we are. We want to keep up with the Joneses. And we also want to, like, you don't have to be on drugs to want to do something to escape your reality. Some people want to get fly every day just so they could forget about how ugly their life is. You understand what I'm saying? Some people have to be outside every day because they don't want to face themselves in their own home with their own thoughts. And this is the reality that we live in. So again, until we start appreciating one another, look what I went through this week. Yo, how many times you shot me a text? Yo, bro, I want to make sure you good, everything all right.
Facts.
If you need anything.
Facts.
You understand what I'm saying? That go a long way. That didn't cost you no money. That took you 2 minutes out your day. Yo, bro, you all right?
Yeah.
But how many as people are doing that on a scale?
Well, I think women are doing it. I gotta give it to. I gotta give it to the sisters. They doing it. What's up, sis? You good, sis?
Right.
You know they doing it.
Come over.
Yeah, they doing it. They doing it.
But
I think
dudes are not doing that.
And that's
yo, bro. I know you out of work, man. You alright? Pull up on me. Let me take you out for a drink.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yo, I know it's been slow for you. I know shit been rough for you, man. Yeah. Come out and just drink with me. Let's kick it.
Yeah.
It's on me. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like guys don't do that. So I just feel like collectively we have to work on that.
I ain't gonna lie. I heard of that vision board party. I think we should start doing that. Cause I was gonna do me a little vision board.
Why not? I mean,
you know what I'm saying? But that ain't gangster enough though.
Yeah, that's one hand wash the other.
Yeah.
Like I said, I love knowing that I can help somebody in any situation, and it don't need to be a return, it don't need to be a profit. And I do feel a type of way if, like I said, me and my brother was talking about this. I feel a type of way if you in a position, you call me your man, you call me your friend, you could call me on anything to do for you, but you won't extend an olive branch to me. I do have a right to feel that way.
Yeah, that's a sickness too.
Because you're not you're not who I thought we was.
Yeah. You ain't a comrade.
Right. You're an associate.
Yeah. So if
I identified you as associate from the beginning, then no, I wouldn't feel away. You understand what I'm saying? But if you're in a position to help me that it won't cost you nothing, it doesn't violate your integrity and violate who you are or take money out your pocket, why wouldn't you want to do that?
Facts.
But you know, it's been a rough 2 weeks, man. I appreciate the dialogue this week with you, Rel.
Man, likewise, King. It's always a blessing. See, we talk offline.
Yeah. So it was just regular rap.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's the first time I'm really, actually putting out as a content piece. But these are, when Winter comes through, she's the star of the show. Yeah. In my opinion.
Shout out to Winter. Winter is definitely the star. Shout out to Poliano. It's free you until they free you.
Yeah, big dog.
I love you, bro. Thank you to everybody again, to the people that really support, the people that was hitting me up, hitting Spit Your Game Up page. Please go follow the page, Spit Your Game Talk Your Ish _ on IG. Please go like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. We're definitely not gonna stop. We're gonna keep it going. Like I said, I feel like I just been tested this week just to see how bad I want this, just to watch the brand grow, and I'm here for it. It's always going to be Poliano. It's always going to be Winter. It's always going to be Bano. Even if you may not see us all the time, understand that it's always going to be us. And again, I appreciate y'all. This is episode 7. Tune in Tuesday, 10 a.m. Holla.
Spit your game, talk your shit, grab your rap, call your clip, squeeze your clip, hit the right one, pass that weed, got the like one, we squeeze your clip, hit the right one.